Right now, I want you to meet a golfing buddy of mine. He's no Dean Beeman, but he's just as good a golfer as he is a comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Newhart.
Thank you. I hope I'm a little funnier as a comedian than I am as a golfer.
Well, after looking at your swing last week, I'll agree. I hope you are too. No, you son of a gun.
Hey, read the cards, will you?
Right. It's really great. It's really great having you on the show because, you know, we can take off, you know, when we're doing rehearsal. We can go down and hit a few shots. Hey, tell them what happened to us the other day.
Oh, we were playing at Bel Air with Glen, and we have a blind par 3 hole. And a blind par 3 hole means from the tee you can't see the green. And we were on the green, and Glen was about 25 feet away from the cup, and he was just about to putt, and this ball came sailing over his shoulder, almost hit him, and rolled like 30 feet away from the cup. And Glen turned to me, he said, "Put the ball in the cup, and we'll see what the guy does, you know." So I put the ball in the cup, and about 3 minutes later, this guy comes trudging over the hill with a canvas bag and the tennis shoes and the old army cap on, you know. And he says, "Hey, did you guys see a ball?" And Glen said, "Yeah, it landed in the cup." And the guy says, "It landed in the cup? On the fly, the ball landed in the cup and stayed in the... Hey, Harry, give me 8.
That was Eddie Marin. Hey, Bob, how about doing one of your great monologues for us, okay?
Oh, all right.
One of the good ones.
All right. I'll handle things here for a while, and because we played golf this week, maybe you'd like to go backstage and practice your swing.
Thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Newhart. Second, Bob.
You know, no matter where you go today, young people are unhappy, and they express it in a number of ways: long hair, or bell-bottom pants, or mustaches. And just the other day, my son came home and told me that his class was protesting, and they were going to have a meeting between the students and the faculty to iron out their differences. And he asked me if I would like to attend, and I said yes, and he asked me to go, and I said I'd be glad to go. And then he asked me to tie his shoelace, because, you see, my son is 5 years old. So I went to the meeting in the principal's office, and this is what I saw. All right, boys and girls of Mrs. Selkirk's kindergarten class, you want to hold it down? Thank you, boys and girls. Now, I've kept my part of the bargain by calling this meeting. I want you to keep your part by returning Mrs. Selkirk. I want her back now, kids. All right, please. Where did you hide her, boys and girls? If I look out on the playground, I'll see her. Is that Mrs. Selkirk on the jungle gym, boys and girls? I couldn't make out her face. She's hanging upside down. Louise, you want to get a pair of safety scissors and cut her loose? Please cut her loose, Louise, yeah. All right, boys and girls, we're going to have to stop the practical jokes. The biology teacher, Mr. McDo, was quite upset in finding his goldfish missing from the aquarium. He was even more upset when he found out you had put piranha in there. Also, we'd appreciate it if you didn't refer to him as Lefty. He's rather sensitive about that. Let's get down to some of your grievances here. Who's going to be the spokesman? Billy Dexter, you have your hand up. What is it exactly you want, Billy? You want to go to the boys' room. All right, yeah. You know where it is. But while he's gone, who's going to be the spokesman? Little Jimmy Wilson. Big Jimmy Wilson. All right, Jimmy, yeah. Jimmy, hold it. Would you start all over again and take the blanket out of your mouth this time, will you? You want to be treated like an adult. You're tired of being treated like a child. And unless you're treated like an adult, you're going to hold your breath until you turn blue. All right, another thing, boys and girls, who put the picture of the Playmate of the Month on the blackboard? You did, George, huh? She's your sister. What's her name, George? Francine. I wonder, George, if... Right, yeah, forget it, George, that's all right. Let's move down the list. Also, number 1 you have on your list of grievances, I think we can probably have the Mother Goose study program. I doubt very much if we can get Mother Goose to head it up. Don't know how to tell you kids this, but Mother Goose has gone bye-bye. Or taking a bad trip, as Jimmy puts it. Number 2, yeah, what is it, Alden? No, we haven't passed 7 yet. No, 7 doesn't come after 2. It does. What's number 7? Too much arithmetic. Yeah, Susie, I was just getting to that. Now, I don't feel that our clothing regulations are too strict. There's no need for little girls in kindergarten to wear training bras. Well, I don't care what your mother does. Now, I want to get one thing straight. Where's everybody going? It's nappy time. All right, I'll see you in an hour. Nurse, you want to hit that kid on the back or something? The blue kid. Yeah. All right, and have a nice nighty-night, boys and girls. All right.
That can only mean one thing. Ladies and gentlemen, the great, the fantastic, Mr. Johnny Cash. Yeah, John, have
I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. All right now. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tennessee 3 and Mr. Carl Burke. Yeah. Woo! I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free until people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. One more time. Here's Robert. Freed me from this prison. If that railroad train was mine, bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
Hey, Johnny, that's really great. Hey, and congratulations on your 2 Grammys, too.
Well, thank you,
Johnny
Glen.
won 2 Grammys this year, one for writing the liner notes and one for, of course,
Thank
playing
you.
and singing that great album. That's great.
You're very kind. Thank you. You know, we've done several of those shows for the men at Folsom Prison, and there's really no way to describe what entertainment means to a man locked away in prison. It was quite an experience.
I know what you mean, John. Say, speaking of experiences, I understand you're working on one of those you-know-whats down in Nashville right now.
Well, if I was working on a weekly summer television show for another network, I don't guess they'd let me mention it here on CBS, would they?
Well, well, they getting picky down with all that jazz. But I'll tell you what, if you're going to have your own show and all that, I bet you'd be great at it, John.
Well, thank you, Glenn. Well, I've already found out one thing, though, that it looks easy when you're watching one of those, you know, what's in your living room, but it sure is hard work doing it every week.
I know, you're not supposed to tell them that, John. We're supposed to make it look easy.
Well, Okay, I didn't mean to blow your image, Glenn. Here, do a song with me, and let's see if we can make it look easy, all right?
Come over and ask your lovely wife, Miss June Carter, to come over and help
June,
us out.
come in. June.
Hey, June. Hey, Carl Perkins wrote it. Hey, Carl, you do the credit part, all right?
There, Carl. I remember when I was a lad, times were hard and things were bad. But there's a silver lining behind every cloud. Just poor people, that's all we were, trying to make a living out of Blacklander. We'd get together in a family circle singing loud. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother would join right in there.
singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days, it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. Oh no, the circle won't be broken by and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy will sing bass,
Mama sing tenor.
Me and little brother would join right in there.
in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I remember after work, Mama would call in all of us. You could hear us singing for a country mile. Now little brother has done gone on, but I'll rejoin him in a song. We'll be together again up yonder in a little while. Daddy will sing bass,
Mama sing tenor.
Me and little brother would join right in there.
oh, singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days, it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. Oh, the circle won't be broken by and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy will sing bass,
Mama sing tenor.
Me and little brother would join right in there.
in the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky.
I sure would love to hear y'all sing Jackson.
Let's do it, Jim.
Would you? Oh, I'll go clap.
We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson, I'm gonna mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson, look out, Jackson Town. Hey, Jim.
Let's go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your hell. Don't play your hand, you big talking man, make a big fool of yourself. Go comb your hair.
Honey, I'm gonna snowball Jackson.
See if I can.
Well, when I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose in my coat. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson.
Like all people. When they laugh at you in Jackson, and I'll be dancing on a pony cake. They'll lead you round town like a scalded hound with your tail lurking in your tail. Go Jackson.
hotter than the pepper's frown. Honey, we've been talking about Jackson.
We'll be right back with Vicki Carr, Johnny Cash and June Carter, John Hartford, and special guest star Bob Newhart on the second half of the Glen Campbell Good Time Hour.
Well, you know I can be found sitting home all alone. If you can't come around, oh, please telephone. Don't be cruel to a heart this true. Hey, baby, if I made you mad for something I might have said, but please don't forget the past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. But don't stop thinking of me, don't make me feel this way. Come on over here and love me. You know I want you to say, don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Why should we be apart? I really love you, baby, cross my heart. Well, let's walk up to the preacher and say I do. Then you'll know you'll have me, and I'll know that I'll have you. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.
Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, John. Thank you all much. I like doing no limbs.
That was finer than frog's hair.
Well, thank you. Now, of
47
course-
different ways.
You said that before.
Said it again.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Johnny Hartford. John, you went back to St. Louis to your home for Christmas.
Yeah,
In water.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. I did a concert in St. Louis, and boy, I tell you, it was really fun. The people were just fantastic.
Yeah, they're good people back there.
I had to get out and catch a plane, though, real quick, and I didn't have time to stick around and say
We
hi
just
to anybody.
missed each other.
Just missed each other, and
Yeah.
I went down to Arkansas for
How'd it
Easter,
go?
down to Delight and Murfreesboro. Oh, real great.
Did you see the Easter rabbit?
No, I didn't get to see an Easter rabbit. I saw a bunch of cottontails running around. No, I went to see my brother's a preacher down there.
Yeah.
I went to Easter services at his church, and we come outside, and the guy told him a story about the guy that bought this farm, and it was terrible. You know, run down. The weeds were 6 feet high,
Yeah.
and the guy bought the place, and he had the lawn looking like fairways, you know, and he had taters planted, a new house built. The preacher come by and says, "Boy, you and the good Lord done wonders with that place." And he said, "Yeah, you should have seen it when he had it by himself."
Yeah.
I'd like to do a song about one of my favorite towns right now, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hit it. He doesn't stand a chance, I heard the medic say. Then close by my side, I heard the chaplain pray. And then, just like a miracle, the pain faded fast away. And
I swore once more that I could see the lights of Albuquerque. There's nothing real at all since I left New Mexico, and the warmth of her love, the kind of man must know. There were tears in her angel eyes, and I didn't want to go. But a man must stand, so there'll always be the lights of Albuquerque. The lights of Albuquerque, jewels in the desert night. They watch over all I love, so while they burn, my world's alright. The chaplain's prayer comes back and soothes the pain I feel, while through my tortured mind peace begins to steal. Is it the drug they poured in me, or can dying be this real? If I die, don't cry, just light for me the lights of Albuquerque. Albuquerque.
Thank you very much. Thank you all much. Whee! Before we get into this next song, I want to thank a very lovely young lady out there, Miss Michelle Porter, for a wonderful gift she sent Baby King. We've got a whole closet full of stuff. You wouldn't believe it. Yeah. I'd like to thank everyone. I'd like to thank everybody, especially for all the cards and letters. You know, we're getting a ton of mail on the show now. And everybody says, I want to hear John play banjo, you know. He's going to sing and play banjo right now. Shall we do it, John?
Why not?
Give me that wild intro.
Yeah.
Well, I popped down in my easy chair and turned on channel 2. A bad gunslinger named Salty Sam was chasing poor sweet Sue. He trapped her in the old sawmill and said with an evil laugh, if you don't give me the deed to your ranch, I'm gonna saw you all in half. And then he grabbed her.
Then what'd he do?
He tied her up.
What'd he do then?
He turned on that buzz song.
He did?
Yeah.
And then?
And then along came Joan, Lowing Joan, slow walking Joan.
Slow talking, Joan.
Along came lonely, lanky Joan.
Commercial came on, so I get up to get myself a snack. You should have seen what is going on by the time that I got back. Down in the old abandoned mine, Sweet Sue was having them fits. That villain said, give me the deed to your ranch or I'll blow you all to bits. And then he grabbed her.
And then?
And then he tied her up.
And then?
He lit the fuse to the dynamite.
He did?
Yes, he did.
And then? And then along came Joan, tall, thin Joan, slow walking Joan.
Slow talking, Joan.
Along came lonely, lanky Joan. Go, Johnny. I showed him that lick. That's great, Johnny. So I got so bugged that I got up and I turned on another show. But there was the same old shoot 'em up, the same old rodeo. Well, Salty Sam was trying to stuff Sweet Sue in a burlap sack. He said, if you don't give me the deed to your ranch, I'm gonna lay you on the railroad track.
Oh, he did?
And then he grabbed her.
Oh, wow. And what'd he do
He
then?
tied her up.
He did?
And he laid her on the railroad track.
I don't believe it.
And the train started coming.
Mercy.
Yeah.
And then what?
No. And then along came Joan, tall, thin Joan, slow walking Joan.
Slow talking, Joan.
Along came lonely, lanky Joan. Along came lonely, lanky Joan. station early in the morning. See the puffer bellies all in a row. Now some bring the mail and others for vacation. One took my Belinda to California. Oh, don't go. You didn't see the tea cakes that I brung you from the fair. You know, 100 years isn't really such a long time for the birth and the death of an era. It was just 100 years ago this month that the railroads formed the backbone to this great country of ours, connecting the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean for the first time. They raced toward each other, one group from the west and one group from the east. They met at Promontory Point, Utah. The word was flashed by telegraph. The last rail is laid. The last spike is driven. The railroad is finally completed. But it couldn't have been done without the hard work of thousands of laborers who were known as Gandy dancers and the gallant foreman who led and inspired them.
Ben, you want to gather around here? Fellas, you want to gather around? You Gandy dancers over there, you want to knock off the dancing? John Henry, you want to knock that off too? It's giving me a headache. I know you can beat the machine, but the job's all finished, John. I want to thank you guys for the great job you've done. As you know, we'll all be driving the last spike in a few minutes, and our work will be done. You Gandy dancers, by the way, during the ceremonies, we'd appreciate it if you didn't refer to the train as a choo-choo. And also try to keep your hands off your hips. Building a railroad is a tough job. It's taken over 2 years, and it's very lonely work. Some men have emotional problems, but I want to congratulate all of you on the fine job you've done. You want to knock off the fighting in the back there? He wasn't flirting with your Buffalo Bill. I just want to say that this was a team effort from the very start. We've all worked together, the Irish, the Chinese, the Filipinos, the Germans, and of course our Indian brothers. We wouldn't have come nearly this far this fast if it hadn't been for them chasing us. Bill, that's a no-no. Out. We've all made lifelong friends on the job, and I personally want to say so long to Buffalo Bill out there. You're one of a kind, Buffalo. He eats buffalo, sleeps buffalo, and thinks buffalo. By the way, during the ceremony, would you mind standing downwind, Buffalo? We've all picked up some pointers on the railroad game, like the old trick of knowing a train is coming by putting your ears to the track and hearing the vibrations and all that. Of course, as our late friend Slow Sidney taught us, really better to stand up and look around for it first. Well, that just about wraps it up. I just want to point out one thing, and I don't want you to think I'm nitpicking, but, I mean, maybe some of you guys thought it was funny. I think it's way out of line. What the heck is this? What's that, Buffalo? No, we won't go near him. Don't worry, Buffalo. You're weird. You know that, Buffalo? Let's try to get this straightened out before the train comes, huh, fellas?
All the time I've known you, I've never heard you sing. How about helping me with the Wabash Cannonball?
Glenn, I would love to. It's amazing. All the shows I've done, I've never sung, but I have perfect pitch and a kind of built-in metronome, yeah.
You're kidding?
No.
Okay, let's do it then. From out the wide Pacific to the broad Atlantic shore, she climbs high on the mountains, up the hill and by the shore. Although she's tall and handsome, she's known quite well by all. She's a regular combination on the Wabash Cannonball. Take one.
She came down from Birmingham, cold December day. She was
Back
calling.
down from Tennessee, she's long and she's tall. She comes down from Birmingham on the Wabash Cannonball. Together now. Ready? Just listen to the jingle, the rumble, and the roar. She glides along the woodlands, up the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo score. She's traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball.
On the Wabash Cannonball.
If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. When I've got no shirt on my back, not a penny to my name. Lord, I can't go back home this way. This way, this way, this way, this way. Lord, I can't go back home this way. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles.
You know, in the short space of that 100 years, we've seen a whole generation grow up who will never know the thrill of riding across this land drawn by a mighty steam engine. And I really think we've lost something too.
The big black engine wrote its chapter in steam and smoke across the pages of an era. It became many things to many people. It meant happiness when it brought a loved one from far away, and sadness when last goodbyes were said on some platform. Its lonesome whistle meant payday for the work crews that harnessed the breathing shadow and reined it through small towns where people stood and watched in awe and dreamed of the mystical places that it just might be bound to. The iron horse became the lifeline to the cattleman, a guardian to the mail, and victim to the desperado, the bandit, that infamous hero who rode on the dark side of the law. But it lived a good life, honest and hardworking, right down to its last gasping breath, choked by the merciless hand of progress. Gone. Gone the way of the buffalo, its old friend, playmate, and companion of some other time and place. Fare thee well.
This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory. Don't ride nothing but the righteous and the holy. This train, I'm bound for glory, this train.
This train don't care no gamblers, this train.
This train don't care no gamblers, this train.
This train don't care no gamblers, no hypocrites, no midnight ramblers. This train is bound for glory, this train.
This train is built for speed now, this train. This train is built for speed now, this train. This train is built for speed now, fastest train you ever did see now. This train is bound for glory, this train.
This train don't carry no liars, this train. This train don't carry no liars, this train. This train don't carry no liars, no hypocrites, no high flyers. This train is bound for glory, this train.
You don't pay no transportation on this train. No, you don't pay no transportation on this train. Well, you don't pay no transportation, no Jim Crow, no discrimination. You don't pay no transportation on this train. This train don't care no wrestlers, this train. This train don't care no wrestlers, this train. This train don't care no wrestlers, this train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train.
This train is bound for glory, don't ride them with the rights and the holy. This train is bound for glory, this train.
I want to thank my guests tonight, Miss Vicky Carr, Johnny Cash and June Carter, Johnny Hartford, and special guest star Bob Newhart. Be sure to be back with me on my next show, where my guests will be Miss Liza Minnelli, Waylon Jennings, the Righteous Brothers, Johnny Hartford, our own Pat Paulson, special guest stars the Beatles, and my mom and dad will be here.
This train don't care no gamblers, this train. This train don't care no gamblers, this train. This train don't care no gamblers, no hypocrites, no midnight gamblers. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is built for speed now, this train. This train is built for speed now, this train. This train is built for speed now, fastest train you ever did see now. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train don't care no liars, this train. This train don't care no liars, this train. This train don't care no liars, no hypocrites, no high flyers. This train is bound for glory, this train. You don't pay no transportation on this train. You don't pay no transportation on this train. You don't pay no transportation.
Speaking for the Glen Campbell Goodtime Hour, this is Bill Thompson.
This train don't care no wrestlers, this train. This train don't care no wrestlers, this train.